Hey there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's card making video, I am hopping along with the designers from the Not Too Shabby shop, sharing the newest products released in January. In this hop, you can follow the hashtag N2SJuly24, or you can check out the playlist in the description box below to see all the links in the video hop. So the products I'm sharing with you are the July paper pad kit. So you can subscribe and get 2 6x6 paper pads every month. So this is the Cherry Sweets paper pad, 12 designs in 6x6 sheets, and the Irresistible Delights. I'm loving this one with the lemons. I love it. So one cool thing that I noticed is that these paper pads do not have the adhesive at the top. You don't have to tear the sheets off. They're loose. So you can flip through them, pick them out. You don't have to worry about tearing them. They don't have a weird thing at the top once you tear it off. I love that. So here I'm just showing you every single pattern front and back so you can see what's available in this paper pad. And there's some really fun designs. This one's very cherry themed, and this one is very much a lemon theme. So let's take a look at all the sheets in the Irresistible Delights. And what I like doing is, after looking at all my all of the sheets, I like to put my favorites face up in the pack, and that's another perk of having it loose and not glued at the top. So I love it, and I especially love those stripes that just went by. I'll be using that pattern in today's video, as well as one of the sheets from the Cherry paper pad that has like pink glitter. There is an optional add-on to the paper pad club, which is the ephemera kit. Here are all the pieces in the ephemera. They are delish, all like lemony desserts. There is also a stamp and die of the month, and this is what that is for July. It's called Hello Cupcake. There are 3 different cupcakes in here and 4 sentiments. You can see you've got happy birthday, life's little moments are the sprinkles, but you're the cherry on top. You're my favorite. Hello Cupcake. There's a happy birthday with a sub-sentiment. Here they are stamped out, and here they are colored. I used my Copic markers and just had a ton of fun coloring these cupcakes. I love playing with anything food related, so stamping these and coloring these up was pure fun for me. I loved it. I added a few gel pen accents as well, and there is a coordinating die, which, by the way, it comes with a magnet sheet. I love that so much. It fits perfectly in the package, and I have a magnet to store all my dies on. So there they are, die cut out. And what we're doing in my video today is creating 3 different cards with one sketch. So I just brought out my sketchbook planner and am sketching out a card that I want to recreate so I can make 3 different cupcake cards. And this is a really simple sketch, but it's something that can be customized, it can be altered, it can be added to, and you can change things up a little bit to have it fit the things that you're adding to your card. So I have this saved now in my sketchbook, and I can come back to it and recreate anytime I want when I'm maybe like my mojo is stuck. And it's a card that's easily replicatable, easy to duplicate. So here you can see I picked out backgrounds for each of these. The one at the top there is one I painted in my last Not Too Shabby video, and I love that background with some iridescent acrylic paint. And that's going to be for card number 1. Now for my circle, I used a circle die that's about 3 1/4 inches around, and that's going to be the standard die I use on my cards today. And then for the sentiment, I am going to stamp and emboss my sentiments with white powder. And so here you can see me doing that on green, and this one says, "You're my favorite." I love a touch of embossing. Embossing is actually the first thing that got me like hooked on paper crafting, and so I love it. It's magical every time when you see that powder melt. It's just so much fun. All right, so I am taking the die for this. I'm die cutting it out of 2 other pieces of paper. One's a yellow glitter paper and the other's yellow cardstock, and giving it kind of an offset shadow layer, and then I'm doing a yellow shadow layer also for the cupcake. So that's gonna, you know where it's gonna go. I already did the sketch, right? I know where it's gonna go. But I did actually change my original sketch. I had the sentiment down lower, and I decided I liked it up at the top better. So here's one thing I totally regret about this card. That adhesive, dry adhesive down the middle of my vellum circle is made for vellum. only it totally shows up on this card. Like normally when I rub it, it goes away, but somehow between the vellum and the watercolor paper, it did not disappear. So I'm super sad about that. I'm still thinking like, how could I go back and change this without ruining my background? I don't know. I'm sad about it. Okay, so for my embellishing, I have these rhinestones that have glitter suspended in them. They are green and yellow, so I thought it would be perfect for this card. And then I wanted to embellish my lemon and my lime. I did a lime on the top of the cupcake and a lemon there at the bottom, so I'm adding some glaze. And then one of my favorite things to do, and if you watch my videos, you've seen me do this a lot lately, add glaze and add a little bit of rock candy glitter to it. That is dried now. You can see it dries crystal clear. The color shows through, but it kind of looks like that lemon and lime has been candied. Ooh, I love it. Okay, let's move on to card number 2, and we're going to now layer up the circle in the middle. So I got a little bit smaller circle die and cut out that polka dot paper to go on top of my light pink paper. So I've got a layered look there. And then for the sentiment, I'm using the happy birthday one, and I am embossing it with white on yellow to really bring out that lemony feel. And it says, happy birthday, may it be filled with all your favorite things. And the dies that cut out the sentiments in this particular die set are super tight to the sentiment. So take note of that when positioning your dies and cutting them out. There's not a lot of wiggle room. And then I just cut the sentiment in half. I only wanted the happy birthday on the outside of the card, and I will end up putting the other sub-sentiment on the inside. I popped up my sentiment as well as my cupcake, and then it's time to embellish. I have these heart embellishments that are like pearlized. They're so pretty. They look very much like the hearts on this little cupcake, so I thought it was perfect. I will mount this to an A2 size card base, and this one opens at the bottom, and I actually just needed 2 sheets of white paper to make 4 cards, and the 4th card is actually going to be in my next not too shabby video. It also uses this little card sketch in a different way, so I will sneak peek that for you at the end of this video. For my glitz and glamour, I am adding some diamond stickles to the lemon. This is going to have a completely different look than doing the glaze with the glitter, and I'll show you a side-by-side comparison at the end. So that completes our 2nd card. Let's do something totally different for the 3rd card. I'm going to take my pattern paper. This is that pink glittery paper, and I am going to do a little bit of Distress mica splatter on this. I really needed to add a little bit of the darker pink to this, so I felt would coordinate better with my cupcake. So I did that. This is party, something party. Yeah. Distress mica spray stain. Now, I thought there's no reason why you can't change up the circle on my sketch for another shape. So I actually had this heart already die cut in my stash, and when I saw it, I was like, this is perfect for my card, and it's the perfect color. So it's a glittered fun foam heart. They come in sheets, and I just die cut it into a heart a while ago. Didn't end up using it for whatever reason because it was meant for this card, right? Then I stamped and embossed Hello Cupcake, doing my white embossing again, and then I'm adding it to a little banner die. This banner die is from some stamp set, but I leave it out on my desk and I use it like all the time because it's perfectly sized for a lot of sentiments or doing things like this where I mount something else on top of it. I'm going to glue this right down to the heart, and it's not going to hang over the edge like in my sketch. I'm going to cut the end of it so it's flush with the edge of the heart. So see how you can make little adjustments so that it works best for the things you're putting on your card. You can just do so many things with this particular sketch. It's very simple. Okay, so there we have it. We're going to now add some embellishments. I pulled out a bunch of different sprinkles because this says, hey cupcake, we've got a cupcake there. So I thought I would bring out some clay bits that look like sprinkles, and I'm just going to glue those on the card diagonally down. I even stuck some on top of the cupcake itself. So this just amps up the fun of these cupcake cards, all these different kinds of sprinkles. And I don't know about you, but I really have a collection of embellishments. So if you have the same problem, let me know in the comments below. But I use them I do. All right, so now we have a little more glaze for this card, but this time I'm just going to leave it plain. I'm going to let it dry and get shiny, and it's going to be the perfect touch for that cherry. And then on the inside, life's little moments are the sprinkles, but you are the cherry on top. So I used all of the stamps in the clear stamp of the month, and that makes me so happy to use them all. So there's all three cards. Take a look at the difference between the glaze on the left and the stickles on the right. The glaze stays clear, and the stickles kind of picks up the yellow color. And there's the cherry dried with the glaze on it. For some reason, it kind of changes the color of red a little bit. Not sure about that. For my bonus idea, I'm taking the circle die, cutting the circle out of my pattern paper, and I'm going to make a shaker. So stay tuned for that video coming up this month on the Not Too Shabby channel. And if you are new to my channel, feel free to subscribe and also check out the hop. The playlist is in the description box below, as well as the link to join the giveaway for this hop. You can enter with the link you find there, and I hope you enjoy this hop and get lots of inspiration. I'll see you all again very soon with a new video. Happy stamping! Bye!